Hey guys, this is Gloria. I am back with a different type of video, but I hope that this one is very helpful to some of you guys out there. First off, I shared with you guys this this die that I picked up from AliExpress, and it actually also comes with a bow to put on this. And what this is like a purse pillow box die, and it makes a really cute purse, and it's kind of expensive. And I shared with you guys already about how this will not fit in your Big Shot, so you do need a larger die cutting machine in order to run this through. Also, if you guys remember, and I'll show you guys my little sample that I shared before, it actually cuts through the top of the box where it shouldn't cut through. This should not be a window right here unless you want it to do it that way, meaning that this part of the die here should have been separate, just like this one here. This one was inside of here, and you can actually take it out. It has this decorative piece, as you can see, and it has another piece that layers on top. Well, this part should have been cut that same way. It should have been a decorative piece in there and another piece so that you can layer it. So without that being done, this die is pretty much useless because, like I said, it cuts out up here and then it makes it where your box doesn't close. I mean, you could definitely trace it and try to put another sheet of paper in there, but it's a lot more work than what it should be. And this was not a cheap die by AliExpress means. It's not a cheap die. So I wanted to share with you guys something that I picked up from Walmart. And this was during, this is probably about a week ago, maybe. And I thought that it would be very helpful. And if you guys see it in your store, you may want to go ahead and pick it up if you purchase dies from AliExpress. It's the Hyper Tough 1.5 amp rotary tool. And this is the way it looks right here. If you guys have, what's that other one? It's a different type of rotary tool that everyone knows of. It's a well-named rotary tool. But anyway, this one works just fine. And this one was only $14.88. It did come with all of these accessories, which is $105. It comes with the instruction booklet. This is the tool right here. I had it, I was using it in the garage, and this was the tip that I used. I didn't know which tip to use, but I just used this one. It's kind of cone shaped, and I thought that it would work well. It does come with the little tool to take the bit in and out of this tool. You do have to hold this button down right here and then unscrew this in order for your bit to come in and out. It has just a regular plug on there. It's not a 3-prong, it's just a 2-prong. And this is your box with all of your accessories in the inside. And to be honest with you guys, like I said, I didn't know what to use. It was kind of trial and error, but it did work fine. But these are all the little tips that you can use. These are some sanding tips and another little tip down in here that fits on there. And a Dremel, that's what it's called, a Dremel. And I'm thinking that the Dremel bits will probably fit on here. So if you wanted to actually cut your die, you'll probably be able to get a Dremel tip that would fit in this machine that would actually cut the die. But in my case, I just wanted to sand down that part that should not be a cut line. So let me show you guys my die. So this is the way the die looks now. And as you can see, where all this little sketchy dark gray color is where there was a cutting line. And that cutting line should not have been there on the die. So all I did was I just took, I put on some protective eye gear because you are messing with metal. And the metal has sparks coming from it. And you don't want to hurt yourself. So I wore gloves, and I also wore eye gear. And I started in one corner, and I was very lightly doing it, and it was taking a long time. And so I noticed, though, when I turned the pressure up to because I was on a pressure of 3, or a speed of 3, I turned the speed up because this is a multi-speed drill. I turned it up to 5, And then I started pressing a little harder. And it really went very quickly to just take that line away. And you can see where the line was on the die. But now that line is gone. So at least now I can cut this and still have this flap intact. Now, here's the thing. It has this decorative piece right here that's floral. And I can go back in and erase pretty much all of these lines here as well. And then that way it'll just be a solid piece on top. And I'll show you what that looks like. So this is now what the die cuts like. And it's much better than this one where it cuts it all the way out. In this case, you can just put a piece of acetate or something like that on the back of it so that you're able to use your die as it should be used as a little purse. Yeah, so, I mean, it's worth it for 14 bucks to have it in your stash just in case you need to do any of that type of sanding. And it worked really well. It was super quick to sand that down. And like I said, you see where all the flower cuts are? You can actually go back in and take all of those away as well. It's just going to take you a little bit more time, but you can definitely do that. And then that way, this will just be just a solid piece, just like this would be. And then you don't have to worry about trying to put acetate or anything like that on there. But what it would pretty much look like is like this. Of course, you need to glue it all together. This is not glued together. And you're going to fold on your score lines. And then you're just going to fold this down on top of your piece. You might want to have the flaps facing backwards. Kind of like that. And then you're going to fold this down on top. And then it comes with the little buckle piece that goes on top to hold the little flap down. It also comes with decorative side pieces that you can use. It also comes with a decorative buckle piece that can go on top of your die, or your buckle, I'm sorry. And then another side piece. It also comes with the 2 pieces for the handle, and you can put a handle on top of there if you want as well. So it really saved me, and it really, you know, gave me back my die, because to tell you the truth, I actually just kind of tossed this die to the side, and I was like, well, you know, you win some, you lose some when you're working with AliExpress stuff. But in this case, now I have a die that I can actually use. So that is about it. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I possibly can. Take care, guys. Bye.